watching the BBC. They got these people saving the whales, right? And then they go down to where they say, you know, you can bring in stuff that doesn't need to be there, and it'll pollute the stuff and make things grow. You know, like what they did with the turning the boa constrictors loose in what's the name of that place in the Everglades, and those other birds they brought, you know, and all the shit they bring in. It does fuck shit up when you put people on trains, boats, and planes, and go there and, you know, try to, you know, save something by studying it when you wouldn't have to study it if you could save something by not destroying it through your arrogance and your ego and wanting to be the great savior. You know, and they're all like this. You know, I've got to go save the world. I've got to go to, you know, hi, Calypso, I sing to your spirit, the men who have served you so long and so well. And that's the way they are. And they're constantly have a cause, you know. And then there was that one saying I think a lot of you have heard, you know, the Buddha allegedly said was, you know, the wise man does what he can for any and all causes, but remains independent from all of them. Yeah. And you see these people, we have this because global clear. It's like, you don't need to go out and collect the evidence you already know. Okay? So forgive debt and trespass and love one another. Care share given in accordance to a need. You know, build to a last. You know, instead of going and collecting the poop of these animals, sticking them with needles and collecting samples. Oh, this is really bad. They're getting unhealthy. Well, let's give them Rexulti, and they'll get more time to live. Their cancer cells will adapt to the toxins in the environment, and we will get in a boat, and we will try our new drones, and we will try our new medical expertise, and we will hug him and correct him when he was wrong, and we will name him George. Shit. And I can't really, you know, I know prayer works because, you know, Saladin explained it to me in Sierra Vista. But, you know, if I sit there and say, you know, I think this person just wants to die and go to heaven, people say, oh my gosh, that's amazing. He heard the preferences. No, I just heard the surveillance. Okay. You think they think they're pulling your strings, but who's pulling theirs? Okay. I can talk to people before dying or 30 minutes after dying and explain to them, you know, this is what's up. Be ready for changes when you share memories with molecular similitudes in the future. You know, I can do that. So I can help people have better understanding without being interrupted, without people coming into the room, without people being able to, okay, you know, and then fuck with them and stuff. The technology is getting better because of myself and people like me in the past and in the present and the future. But it's not these people on TV trying to become these great heroes by doing all these science projects, that science is going to save us from religion. It's like, no, religion said forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal faithful peace in Western, quote, civilization from year one. And we haven't done that except for one brief moment that National Geographic says was the greatest moment in human history, when Muhammad did that from Medina to in Arabia, Medina and Mecca. Okay, one little pocket of the planet Earth, emulating the truth of Jesus Christ and having more effect of it because it wasn't in the Roman Empire. Okay, do you understand? Okay, so, and that's the way it was. People are such assholes, man. No, they're assholes. Trust me, obviously they don't know they're assholes. I was sitting there watching old propaganda Avengers movies and stuff, and then looking at the year and going, oh, okay. Linguistics, propaganda, okay. Linguistics, propaganda, okay. So with what I was talking about online and connecting to people that are involved in corporations and tribal, secular, insular groups they call religious groups, I was trying to relate to them and say, hey, come show up. Let's live the Lord's Prayer. Let's recognize the 1322nd Redeemer, the Messiah, you know. And the whole thing, yeah, they do all have, you know, I'm not Loki. They all do have to bow. It's tradition. It's tradition in Japan. It's tradition in the Middle East, okay, and stuff. When one guy gets up and stands for faith in the glory of God and everybody else turns it into their egotistical perception, when truth, you know, is blatantly evident to all people that are, you know, have understand immaculate faith stuff, you can't sit there and come in the room and say, I was just like you, Parsons. I believed in the Lord. I was this eternal spirit of the Lord, and I helped everybody have faith in God through faithful kindness of courage and love. You can't do that. You have to go, oh man, You know, I know it's just cool. You know, and that's they corrupt it. Okay, all the egomaniac soldiers and Tony Stark's is, and Loki's and the Thor's and the Odin's is, and the great leaning towers of Pisa is, and the twin towers is, and the big penis in the New York skyline now is. They all come and corrupt it, but with their egos, and then they say, "You've got an ego. I've got an ego problem." The science is the scientific evidence has been collected and proven that Earl does not have el ego problemo. Earl, like Sergeant Montalvo, Parsons, you don't have an ego. It's like, yeah, could you explain that to law? Because I'm really, no, I really, was hopelessly devoted to, me and law. I was, me and her dad got along really well. Okay, me and her mom, no, because her mom, her mom knew that law would suffer if she married me, because I was a Pollyanna, and I wasn't. But she was like, "You're one of those Stephen Biko types. You're one of those rebel for cause things." When Mr. Udall used to talk to me, the more you go to college, the more money you make every year you go to college. I'm not interested in making money. I'm interested in people living faithful, kind, peaceful lives, so I don't have to be so fucking courageous all the time. It's not that I'm lazy. It's just when people are loved and they understand how to be kind and how it's so important to be kind. You don't have to be courageous protecting everybody from all the bullies like I've done all my life, and they've collected all the evidence. Yes. Okay. Science. Science is good for nothing right now because they're not using the scientific evidence collected of my existence to save us from doing all these science projects on for the faith-forsaken fucking BBC that. Hey, let's all go to Wimbledon. I don't want to go to fucking Wimbledon. I don't want to go to Super Bowl. I don't want to go to the Final Four, where a bunch of administrators who say accountability, we should save the planet, and then do everything over fuck money, and then say, hey, maybe NCAA football 2000. 25, NCAA 25, because it's been away for so long, maybe we'll make 200 million instead of 100 million, and then maybe they'll make a basketball game. Yeah. And then they said it might be hard to play all the players. No. Why? Well, because of how much money it does not make as compared to it does make for now. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Because I was like, they got 75 something players almost per team that they have to give a check to for the 140, 35, 36 football teams. You got 362 basketball teams, but it's like, yeah, but they have like 15 guys a team. Yeah, 75 guys a team. Okay, do the math on that. 132 teams with 75 guys per team, and you got to pay out some, the general amount to all of them, to get them in there, likeness in there. And then you got 15 guys per team for 362. So the numbers are pretty even. But the thing about it is they don't make as much money. So they wouldn't be able to offer as much money to the basketball players to be in the game as they would be able to do the football players. Okay, and you're sitting there watching it going, because just forgive, debt, and trespass, love one eternal, faithful peace. Then if we want to make a basketball game about where we get together to discuss ideas and be kind, because Earl did all the courageous for us, because, hey, I'm like your King David here. Yeah, okay, alrighty then. And so it's frustrating, because these people they're Andy Warhol types, and they think they're doing all these great things, and it's like, guys, you're not insects. You're Jeffrey Hinton's fucking father there. Oh, gosh. You're Sheldon. Kill me now, right? Ooh, labradoodles, right? And you guys got to quit doing this kind of shit. You don't need this irrational kind of attention seeking. You can spend more time with your kids making sure that Beckett isn't dying from cancer. Okay, because they're all cute. Okay? That Beckett kid is just really adorable. I love you. I love you too. He's so cute. Did you notice him on that? And then the other poor kid who, I forgot his name, but the one kid who had the brain cancer, and then the throat, just makes me think of our Justin. He's tired and he wants to go to heaven. Yeah. Heaven has to be, as it is in heaven, so shall it be on earth. Heaven is a place on earth when you're all living the faith of the eternal spirit of the Father, the perfect Father, like Job and Jonah. You can't explain that to people that have gotten brain damage from such excessive, compulsive, psychotic, repetitive abuse. It's in their, it's become part of their DNA. And if there's no relief from it, from people accepting reality and using technology and eliminating philanthropy, it's not going to help. They think I'm crazy, and I'm like, oh gosh, it hurts. It hurts, but I'm very strong. I'm one of the strongest people I know. I don't know if I've ever met anybody stronger than me. I love you guys. All right, peace.